Be strong and get healthy. Stretch. Feel great about yourself and have some fun. It's time for you. Fitness is the key to your future. Don't get locked out. Take the challenge. Commit to be fit. Today I'd like to introduce to you a very special guest. Her name is Ashley Richards-Sheets. And Ashley,
hi, Suze.
What's it take to be a champion cowgirl?
Well, it takes a lot of work, both on the horse's part and on your own physical fitness, too.
That's what we're here today, just to find out. This is Vinny, and he's Ashley's, he's your fast horse.
Oh, he's my baby. He's my speed horse.
Yeah, your speed horse. And you do...
He does barrel racing. He does pole bending. He even ropes a few cows here and there.
Well, that's why we're here today, because I'm thinking that you really have to be fit to be a horseback rider, and there's certain exercises and protocol that you go through to keep in shape.
Oh, yeah. There's a misconception that, we're just sitting there and the horse is doing all the work. And we all like to joke and say, well, tell that to my core and my thighs.
Yeah.
Because they're hurting afterwards. But, yeah, in the sport that we compete in, barrel racing, he's running at about 35, 40 miles an hour, and I'm asking him to turn on a dime. So I have to be really in shape to stay in the saddle. It's all about sucking the core in and holding it all back and
Did you want to
not
say
flying off the side. He wants all of the spotlight.
Oh, yeah, he's just wanting all the attention. He's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
What kind of horse is he?
He's an American quarter horse. Mm-hmm. They're named because they're the fastest horses for the first quarter mile. So they are sprinters.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know that much about horses, which I'm just so excited to be here today because I think it must take massive strength. And I would like to know just things that you do to keep in shape. I mean, I'm sure if you're training like specificity training, you would, build a lot of muscle just riding your horse. But there's got to be other things that you do that come into play when to keep you from falling off of this guy.
Yeah. We do a lot of yoga.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah, because, teaches you to hold your core in and balance in different odd positions because sometimes, you might end up in an awkward position on your horse and you've got to hold it all in.
Yeah.
We like Pilates, again, a lot of core,
okay.
a lot of thighs, a lot of upper body, then just fun classes. I do a lot at the ballet bar, and we like strength training, and, I've never been a huge cardio fan, but I like strength training.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I love strength training, but I could see how you would have to have an exceptionally strong core and low back muscles.
Yes.
So, and the yoga would bring a lot of flexibility into it because you'd have to be fairly flexible.
Oh, yeah. And there's some times where, you're hanging on by what feels like your kneecap going around a turn. And you're just hoping that your core holds out until that turn's over with.
Well, you always, I've seen your videos, and it's amazing to see what she does. You're practically lying on your side when you're going around those barrels. How far, away from the ground are you?
I get dirt in my boots.
Really?
Yeah.
You're down that low?
Yeah, it's almost like when you watch motorcycles racing and they kind of lay down. Yeah, I come out of the arena with dirt in my boots.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, it looks really fast, though. You're saying you go upwards to how fast?
Between 35 and 40 miles per hour when they're running. So, and that's a lot to hold on just there in a straight line, staying on it when they're going like that. And then you're asking for high, turns at high rates of speed. So.
Have you ever been thrown off?
Yes. I mean, there's a saying that you aren't a true cowgirl till you hit the ground about 10 times.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, then there's been times I've hung by his neck and, and just things just didn't go right, or he might have slipped a little bit, and that's another reason to, stay in shape. You never know what your run may bring. The horse could trip, the horse could slip, and you still got to stay up there and not tumble off.
So you've got to have a really strong upper body too, because you're hanging on and you're probably engaging your chest muscles and your inner thighs and just
and your lats,
everything.
Lats, yeah.
I can't.
Biceps even when you're holding, you're trying to stop them sometimes or turn them, and you really got to muscle up there.
Well, I know too that you are a competitive swimmer, so that probably comes into play a lot. You have a lot of strength.
A lot of upper body and core already from that. So.
Oh well, what would you like to show us? Show us what you do. Like how do you get on a horse? I really don't know anything about horses. I know I look like I know the part, but like how do you get on and what's the proper way and what muscles are you using? Okay.
When we get on the horse, you always get on his left side.
Why is that?
Back in the day, I'm not sure when, knights always carried their sword on, I think it was their left hip, and so it was easier to swing their right leg over.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, so they always and when they walk, then you always walk a horse on his left side too, because they're, and the sword's not in the way.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I've been told.
Well, that makes sense though, because I just always thought it had something to do with the horse not liking to be approached from another side, but it actually has a functional reason.
Oh yeah, I think it's just a tradition, and everybody's stuck with it.
Okay, I'm going to come over on this side.
Okay.
So I can take a look at what you're doing here. So when you get on a horse,
well, first we make sure our girth's good.
Okay, yeah, let's go over that. So you check everything over, like
make sure he's all strapped up good and everything's together and nothing's falling apart, because you don't want anything to fall apart while you're running around.
I had that happen once. I had two ponies, and I didn't know that much about them, and I was new, and it was years ago. But I put everything on, and everything was tight. And then when I went up the trail, the whole thing just slid off because he had blown himself.
Yeah, ponies do that. They'll blow themselves up,
And I
make them roll
really tight, but I didn't.
Then they exhale and it goes. Whoosh.
Yeah, and then I was thrown against the barn. So
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
No,
well, at least you're not afraid of them. Some people have the horror story and they don't want to go near a horse again.
No, I didn't really get hurt. Yeah. So I was just trying to.
All right. Well, when we get on the horse, we first want to be speedy about it, because we're kind of yanking on them, So you don't want to hang out. You don't want to be slow. And you're going to use just about every muscle in your body, from your thighs to your core to your arms, to get up on there. So, and thankfully my horse is short.
Oh, how tall is he?
He is probably about 14'3", 15 hands tall.
Okay. We
measure horses in hands from their, which is about 4 inches a hand, from their hoof to their wither right here. So we're going to put our left foot in, and hopefully he doesn't walk forward. We swing up in.
Okay, so I see you've got to have tremendous leg strength, and also you're flexible because you can throw your leg over there.
Yeah, you got to be able to do a little bit of a split, Yeah. And like I said, the quicker you get up there, the nicer you're being to your horse, because when you're standing in this stirrup, it's pulling real hard and pinching him on this side, so.
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so, you don't want to linger.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It could hurt their back,
So while you're sitting there, your core is working in your low back. Like,
as soon as I got on him, I pulled my core in and my lower back.
Okay, I could see that. I saw you make an adjustment when you got there.
My posture, I get down on my sits bones even.
Okay, so you're sitting flat on your sits bones and you're sucking it in.
Yep, and kind of hold your chest up a little bit. I always tell my lesson kids, think of Dolly Parton while you're riding. And it's a good, well, some of them are getting too young to know who Dolly Parton is.
Yeah, that's
so. I always say Hannah Montana's grandmother, but see.
Is she really?
I think she is in the show. I'm not sure, but it works.
Well, so what's the first thing you do when you start when you take off then?
I just get him facing the direction I want to go, so we'll just use his reins.
Let's take a look and see what you got, girl.
All right.
Okay.
Ride him around a little bit for you?
Sure.
Right,
that'd be great.
Paces real quick.
All right. Wow, good job. I noticed that you two look like you're moving as a unit. Like you look really comfortable there. Are you two like do you feel every move that he makes?
Oh yeah, and like I can even feel the condition of the ground through his feet, the way he takes it.
Really?
I can tell if it's slippery, I can tell if it's deep, I can tell if it's shallow, just the way he's moving, and how it feels when he goes through his strides.
So you're adjusting your body with and you just feel it from the ground up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like in that last thing we were doing, which is called a canter, it's a 3-beat gait. That's a lot of thighs and abs right there, because if you don't really hold it in, you're going to be all over the place, especially the trot, too, which was the in-between one. You're going to bounce. You'll get air between you and the saddle.
Oh, yeah, I saw you go a little bit.
Oh, that's called posting. That actually helps him out. Okay. So I'm not bouncing on his spine. I go with his. That relieves it a little bit, yeah.
I wondered what that was.
Yeah, you see, more English people do it a lot. And I did spend a lot of years riding hunter jumpers, too, so it just comes out once in a while.
Well, so you're getting a lot of leg work there, too, and I can see that. A lot of calf work, a lot of leg work. And
yeah, and we also cue our horses with our legs. So not only are you holding on, but like if I want him to turn one direction, I'll squeeze with just that one leg.
Let's see it. Let's see what you got.
Okay, well, he'll do a little side pass for you, and this is just me using this leg. And he'll move away from it. And that's kind of like what it is when I'm going around a barrel. I'll press that leg into him at the same time, hold on with the other one.
Ashley, that's amazing. He's just like, you're just making a move with your leg.
Line dancing, I guess,
Really? Oh, he could line dance.
He could line dance, right?
Wow, so you have this relationship with him, and he knows just by your movements what to do.
When you're training him, there's just a few basic cues you teach him, and then you start combining them and mix and matching them, and they figure out, oh, well, you want me to move back but sideways? Okay, I can do that. And then they'll start crossing or doing things. Little light bulbs come on, and,
Well, that's really interesting how you have that connection with him. Before I get on, I wanted to ask you a little more about the connection that you have with him. I know that you've told me that he has helped you through some emotional crises.
He did. I lost my father 3 years ago, and I don't think I would have been able to get through it as well as I did without him. I mean, you can go down the barn and, cry your eyes out into their mane, and they kind of, they're just there for you. And it's also, you can get on and ride, and, sorry, you have to focus on them. You can't focus on, like, what's not right in your life right now, missing your dad or something, or, having a bad day at work, or it can be simple things like that. But, they take your mind off it for a minute because you have to be actively with them. You have to be actively riding the whole time, and plus, they're pretty big. You don't want to, like, be in La La Land, have them step on your foot, or have them spook and you fall off, So, yeah, you got to be mentally present. And that helps a lot when you're, when you want to get your mind off things, so.
Well, I can see how you'd have to stay in the moment because one false move, you could be off the horse and on your head so quickly.
And you could hurt them, too, if you're not paying attention. They're trusting you to keep them out of danger. If you're out riding in the woods and you're not paying attention, they find a nice hole to get into. Like, you should have told me about that.
Was there anything else you want to show us before you teach me how to get on a horse?
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Here he did his little dance.
He did his little dance. He is a very good dancer.
Yes.
He could be on Dancing with the Stars. You're a good boy. He's a good boy.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I'll get off and then we'll put you on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've had 4 and 5-year-old kids on him, so I think you'll be okay.
Okay, we'll try.
Be okay. I mean, I know he's intimidating, but
He's so cute. I just want to give him a hug, but I know that you always say they're not big dogs.
No, they're not. I mean, I think I said in the other show, if you treat them like a 1,200-pound dog, they're going to try to cuddle with you like a 1,200-pound dog, and you need to always have a little bit of a space bubble with them.
Okay, the little bit
like
of
this is my place, this is your place, respect it.
in respect.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because I guess you don't want him cuddling up in bed with you.
No, and those metal shoes on his feet hurt too when he steps on yours.
Okay, I'm brand new. I think that I'm fit.
Uh-huh.
I consider myself fit.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
we'll see. This will be a test today.
Yeah.
To see.
You might use some muscles you haven't used in a while.
I think I will. Yeah, just trying to get my leg over him, I think is going to be.
Just don't rip your jeans.
Okay. Dave will cut that out if I do, hopefully.
All right. So we're going to come up to him. You're going to take your left hand and grab
Okay.
his rein and the horn. Yep, and your right hand's perfect. You put
yeah.
it right here, and you're going to put this leg
You
in
mean
the.
I'm a natural?
Oh, you got it. You can go to the Olympics right now.
Not at all.
Yeah, but the only thing is never put the reins over the horn, just in case he'd happen to take off. He could hurt himself, because he'd be stuck to himself.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna put our left leg up in the
Now I've
stirrup.
got to get my foot in there. Okay.
All right, and sometimes taking 3 hops and jumping helps.
Okay, because I want to do it fast. I'm not
Yep.
putting any pressure. Do I hold
Yep.
on to this?
Yep, you're just gonna pull yourself up and over.
Hold on to the horn?
Yep, hold on to the horn and to the candle.
1, 2.
2, 3. Ooh, you got it. Not as easy as it looks, is it?
No, it's not that easy, Ashley. No, I thought I would have gone on 2, but I.
Yeah. Oh, now you're just gonna pull back to make him stop.
Okay.
And then if you keep pulling back, he'll back up.
I can really feel this in my thighs.
Yeah.
In my butt.
And don't you instantly just want to squeeze in your gut and your back?
Well. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. All
Oh,
right.
I can feel it. I'm on my sits bones. Is my posture okay?
Yeah, you look pretty
I
good.
don't put this over here.
No. We never put our reins behind the horn.
Okay.
All right. So while we're standing still, what we're going to do, we're going to back him up a smidgy because the microphone cord's only so long.
Okay.
So if you pull back,
Pull
keep
back.
pulling back, he'll back up. There we go. All right.
Okay.
So whenever my students get on the horse and we start learning about posture, I make them do funny little exercises that I like to laugh at them, but
Okay.
they do have a purpose.
Okay.
Okay, the first thing that's real important with the horse is making sure you're up straight and have a good posture. So I have my little cheerleading routine that we do up there.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna go. You can go ahead and drop the reins.
Drop that. He won't go.
You know what? Go ahead and hold him for a second, then I'll take him because he might walk. You're gonna go here,
With the rope.
No, you're gonna drop it.
Okay.
You're gonna go out, turn around, come back, and repeat. Up, out.
Turn.
Mm-hmm. And this is easy standing still, but I make them usually do it while they're walk, trotting, and galloping.
So I can go out.
In,
Oh, we go
in, up,
up,
out,
out.
and lean back and touch his tail. Yeah, turn around.
Oh, I can lean back.
Yeah. Now use your abs to come back up.
Ah.
See?
Yeah. Okay. So
In, up,
up,
out.
out.
Now go to the other side. Lean back and touch the top of his tail. Good. Now use your abs to come up.
Ooh, I can feel those obliques.
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. I'll give you that hourglass figure.
I need it. That's what I'm going to come out and work out with you. So up,
Yeah.
out,
Lean back and touch.
twist. Oh, so it's like a backwards scissor move in Pilates.
Yep.
Okay, so come back, up, out, twist.
Good. And you're working your shoulders, which is good because when we ride, we need our shoulders rolled back a little bit. We don't want hunched forward like this. We want good posture. Wide open chest.
Good idea, because the shoulders back, probably your shoulder blades slid down so you're not up here.
Yeah, you
you
don't
don't
ride
get all
like
that
this.
tension. Yeah.
Yep.
So that feels really good, Ashley. So up, so you're just stretching. This is your exercise to wake up. So
Yeah.
you're doing like a scissor saw move and
Yeah.
then come back.
And when my students get comfortable with that, I make the horse. They start doing it while the horse is moving.
Oh wow!
So then you're really using your abs.
I can really feel it.
Yeah,
though,
yeah. We're just gonna do it while we're standing because we don't got enough
Okay.
microphone length. But
Okay.
and then another thing we do again with the shoulders, because we want to get our shoulders open and back. While we're riding, we just do 1, 2, 3, and then we just go to the other side. 1.
Okay,
It's
so-
real simple, but it actually helps a lot. It's gonna open up your chest and your shoulders and
I
get
can
you.
feel that.
Yeah.
Because you want to be really flexible and open. You don't want to be tight, or you're not going to be
No.
able to follow your horse.
Yeah. I mean, you want to move with your horse, not against him. When you start going and you're not relaxed and you're not sitting your horse properly, you're gonna bounce, and it's just gonna make him upset, and it's gonna hurt your bum.
Okay, so when he moves, you kind of like give him a little bit of a break on his back by standing when he's.
I stand just a hair. Actually, most of my weight sits in my thighs and my rear end when I'm on my horse. My legs are kind of There's not much in the stirrups when I'm riding.
Oh, okay.
Yep, everything sits right about here.
Right here. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm kind of loose in the stirrups.
Yep, your feet can just be kind of loose from knee down.
Okay, well,
I mean, you can put a little weight in there. Like if you're cantering or galloping around, you might have to stand in them a little bit,
Okay,
But, and then another one we do, this is the hard one.
okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, while you're sitting in the saddle, you have to kick out your stirrups.
Kick them out.
Yep. Oh, take your feet out, I mean.
Oh, take my feet
Yep,
out.
yep.
See,
So,
I don't know the
I want you to bend one leg back behind you and put the other one forward at the same time. Now switch. Keep going. I know it's pretty easy, right, at the walk?
No, it's
No?
actually, it's.
I mean, at standing still?
yeah,
Sorry.
it's not that it's easy. I can really feel that I'm
It's
working
going to
my
open up your
balance.
hips.
That's a good hip opener. I
Yeah.
can feel it right there.
I mean, they use horses a lot for physical therapy for children that may have walking issues or adults, because it does, when a horse walks, it mimics our gait.
Okay.
So, and they'll put children or adults, like I said, on horses and just let them ride around because, it's a warm area, so it's warming up those muscles
Okay.
and mimicking our gait, and it helps. It's a good physical therapy for those children and people. And they call it hippotherapy.
Really?
Yeah.
Hippotherapy. So, you could actually do Pilates on your horse.
There's a whole program of yoga poses too, on using your horse.
Okay, we'll come back and do that one day.
Oh yeah, I'll have to look up on it. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard there's a good book about it.
Is my shoe in there?
Yes, your shoe's in there.
Am I going for a ride?
All right, I'm going to stay here. You're going to stay close though, because I can only go so far.
Okay, what do I do?
Okay, so to make a horse go, we just give him a little squeeze with our legs. A little bit more. There we go. He's just being lazy because he knows you don't mean it.
Stop and just pull back.
You just pull back to stop him. And to turn him, you just take your reins the way you want to go. Just like that. Oh yeah, you can go ahead and do some of your exercises. He'll just stay on the rail while you do them. Little harder now, isn't it? I think we lost her. She's going for a trail ride. Yep. Let's see you do the arm rotations. Like this one. There you go. Now you want to keep your chest facing forward. Keep your chest open and facing forward. That's okay. You got strings on it. It won't go nowhere. There you go. He is. And like most horses, he knows the difference between if you know what you're doing and if you don't. And Vinny's MO for that situation is just to walk like as slow as he can.
Vinny knows I have no clue what's going on here.
Oh, he can tell by the way you're sitting on him and the way you're holding the reins.
Okay, yeah, 'cause
Yep.
you can tell I'm green, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh, excuse us.
oh, buddy, that was great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to dismount.
Okay.
So, maybe I should turn around to dismount because I'm going off that side.
You're going to just come off the same way. You're going to go in reverse of the way you came on. So you're going to hold your reins,
Okay,
put your hand on the horn. Yep, your rein hand on the horn. There you go.
this way, left hand.
Yep, and then you're going to swing your leg and grab the cantle behind you as your leg.
Grab this?
You got to swing your leg, though, first or it won't
Swing your
work.
leg first.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, the back of the saddle is called a cantle.
All right.
Because that's where your can goes.
Thank you. Okay, that one. Oh, thank you for being so nice to me.
Excuse me.
Oh, buddy.
And he's a lover.
Oh,
Only when he wants to be. He's kind of like a cat.
how nice. He was very gentle with me. Was my posture?
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
You had a nice open chest and shoulders, and you sat nice and upright. And when we're riding, I might have been better to have you on the horse to show this. You want your shoulders in line with your hips, in line with your ankles. I should be able to drop a plumb line.
Okay.
down them.
That makes sense to
Yeah.
me from doing yoga and
Yeah, because
Pilates.
you don't want your legs shot up forward.
Okay.
You want it
I
underneath
think mine
you.
might have been a little forward.
That's okay. It's a normal thing.
Is
It
it?
takes a little.
Yeah.
You feel like it's too far back when you first start being asked to do that, and then you realize it's right underneath you.
It's right there. Aw, buddy.
Excuse me.
Well, what else would you say that people need to know about horses? About the fitness part or the mental part about, getting...
You can't come to the barn in a really bad, angry mood, because they're gonna throw it back at you.
Okay, so they just
So you
pick
gotta
up-
chill out. Oh, don't step on the microphone. Here, I'll give you the microphone back.
Okay.
I'll handle the mighty
Yeah.
stallion here.
Yeah, he wants his mom.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for showing me that. But I can feel it already. I can feel... That's why I wanted to ride around once. I can feel my glutes, my inner thighs especially, and I can feel my lower abs.
Yeah.
And just from doing that twist, I can feel my obliques already. So,
It doesn't look like much, but while you're up there and the horse is moving, you're like, holy cow, Zonia, this is kind of tough.
yeah, and that was kind of tough turning around to touch. So I could see, well, I need some work. I'm going to have to come out and...
Yeah, we'll get you on the lesson program.
Yeah, you're going to have to teach me. So,
Then you'll be happy.
well, I think this is great.
Oh, so sorry.
Did you have something to say, buddy? Oh, he's really pretty.
Aw.
Now, why do they always say don't look a gift horse in the mouth?
Oh,
What is that?
It's a reference to just be appreciative.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're saying don't look a gift horse in the mouth to see how old he is, see if he's an old horse or a
Oh.
young horse. Just be appreciative that
That
someone
you
gave you a horse.
Gave you a horse. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's a good idea.
And mine's just being kind of a brat, tired horse right now.
He's really nice. So, so you do classes. I know you said you're taking some classes now. What did you tell me you were taking?
I go to my local Y, and they have a class called Breathe, which I absolutely love. It's Qigong and yoga and Pilates,
Oh.
which I really just, it's an amazing class. And the ladies that teach it are just amazing.
And that helps you with your horse a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see how that would work.
Yeah, balance and core. It's what it's all about, you know.
Well, Ashley, I thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks for coming and visiting us.
Yeah, we're going to come back because I really want to learn to do Pilates on horseback.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to work on it.
Yeah, we'll work on that, and maybe we could do a show on that sometime. That would be wonderful.
That'd be great.
So, what would do you have anything that you would like to say, wrapping up the show, just, to tell people what they need to do if they consider, want to consider getting a horse or learning to horseback ride?
I would just say go take lessons first. Make sure that it's for you, because sometimes it's just not for everybody. You think it's going to be this magical unicorn ride, and you realize it's a lot of work, So, go out and experiment, find a good trainer, take some lessons, and then if it's really your thing, find yourself that perfect horse, that you can mesh with and work together with, and,
Another thing that I should probably mention is that you have a lot of work cleaning up after horses, and it's heavy work.
It is.
You're shoveling.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of calloused hands and sore backs, but yeah,
Throwing a lot of bales and...
there's a lot of bales, a lot of feed sacks, and more dookie than I care to think about.
But this is your guy, though, I can tell. This is your
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
I love him.
It's just part of the job, You gotta take the good with the bad, and I don't mind cleaning up after him for all that he gives me, so.
Well, you are really a powerhouse. You are really in shape, and you're a national champion cowgirl.
Well, we came in 12th.
Well, still, you're in the nationals. You were competing with the best of the best.
Yes.
And you're number 12 out of, the best of the
Out of
best.
450 other qualifiers, so.
To me, that's number one.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you again, Ashley. And I just want to tell our audience that just remember, fitness will allow you to do things in your life that you wouldn't be able to do unless you trained. So I really need you to just get out there and take the challenge and commit to be fit.